Hey guys, this is a new video after a very long break. Was just trying to sort out a few things, so I thought I'll come back with something interesting. So these here are all the colors that are available in the Swatch and Royal Pop. So these again are obviously not the actual genuine pieces. These are some aftermarket versions of these things, which are considered to be one of the better qualities going around. So we've got your first color here. That might not be in the video, and that's the other color. So let's have a look at these things, and I'll walk you through these in terms of how good or bad these things are. So the first color here, I understand, will be the blue and white. So these things do come with lots of documentation to support them. And look, these aren't supposed to be very complex pieces of watches. So let's see how good these are. This is the first time I'm actually opening one of these things to look at. So this again is the white version with multiple colors on it. These will come with extra straps on it. These things do run on an automatic movement. So now the movements in these things, let's see. So this is running obviously an automatic movement. Let's wind the movement up a bit, get it going. Yep, you can see it's running now. In terms of the details on the back, so the Gen has screws over here, and this particular piece has, I guess, fake screws printed on it. A lot of you had pointed out to not to touch the internals with my bare hands. So I've ordered some parts. So let me just quickly pause the video and put on some hand covers to make this a little fancy. So let me give it a quick pause. All right, so back with some fancy finger condoms. Okay, so looking at these things. So looking at the back. Now the detail of the screws, it's not that bad actually, to be honest. Let's zoom in a little bit more onto the dial. So it is, the quality of the dial is actually pretty good. Like if you compare this to some of the versions that I've seen going around, this isn't as bad. Obviously, the giveaway on these things is the movement on the back. That's not as detailed. But again, in saying that, for the price these things are going to sell for, these will sell for roughly about, I think, around 250 Australian dollars converted to your US, somewhere around that. And these will come with a full rubber strap as well. That will be included in the price. So yeah, not bad, I think, for what it is. Again, this isn't something that I normally explore, but it was something cool, and these were offered to me for review, so I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. So yeah, that's one. I'm not familiar with these colors as well. So Hue Blanc it says on it, so I'm not even sure if they are in the right packaging at the moment. So this is the first one. Now let's move on to the next one. I've heard that there might be better versions coming out, but the price point in those things is going to be slightly more. So not sure if it's actually going to be worth it at those prices. So let's quickly look at the next color in this. This is actually one of my favorite combinations in this particular release, the right-handed version with the crown on the right hand side. The benefit of this is that it actually will become a full proper watch. So that's probably the reason why I like this the most. Let's just quickly zoom into the dial. So we'll look at the details in the dial. I do have some footage from the factory where they're making this, and these things, the bioceramic as they call it, which actually is just plastic, so a fancy term of plastic. So the process is quite similar. The only thing that these guys don't have is the actual machines itself. So again, looking at this, the movement, and so, and whilst I'm making this video, I can already see that this is missing a screw, which actually isn't even a screw. It's just a blank. So there we go. Pretty interesting. Now, is that thing somewhere in the box? Nope. So, all right. That is something I will have to communicate to them. Good thing is, does nothing. So, functionally speaking, it's no good. That screw or whatever that is. Then here is the piece itself. These are, I guess these are thick pieces. So quickly check on my caliper. It's out of battery, so just rely on me. 10 mm. So 10 mm thick, these things. But I think look for what these are, and I've seen one of these Gen 1s, and I'm going to try and do a review on these Gen 1s as well, to do a side by side. But on your wrist, I think it is pretty decent. To put in your comments. As soon as you flip it around, you can see that things aren't as detailed, but for 1/4 of the price, I think it is pretty good, and it is available right away, so which makes this a really good option. All right, so this is the next color, Orange Hachi. So I don't even know how to spell these things, but again, same sort of packing. So this is the black, the blue and orange. So let's have a look here. Let's zoom out a little. It's too zoomed in. And all right, so again, same thing on the back, same movement. Let's have a look here. Now this one I did have did experience a cheaper one, and I can tell right away that the quality on this is much better. The level of details on the dial, the imprints on the dial, and those small details, they're pretty good. The orange is sharp enough as well, and again, these are too new, not my regular forte, so not sure how good these things are, but in terms of the blue ones, but yeah, look pretty decent. These things are very sturdy as well. These the tags or the ties that come with this, they're pretty sturdy. So this version is the top screw version, so this model does not have a second Zen on it, so the only way to figure out if it's running is the back, and that it is. Again, those fake screw prints here, and yeah, it's slightly disappointing. It could have gone better. I've done lots of research trying ever since I got these to see if I can find anything better, but turns out no one is making anything better at the moment, not that I'm aware of. If you are aware of it, maybe leave it in the comments and I'll try and see if I can get my hands on them. But so far, yeah, I've gotten these. They're fairly cheap, so I'll try and, I guess, because I'm not going to be wearing these things, not my style, so probably try and move these on. So if you're based in Sydney, Australia, these will be with me. Pretty easy. If you need these in any other parts of the world, let me know and I'll try and organize something for you as well. So yeah, quickly moving on without trying to increase the length of this video, because yeah, this video is not going to be for everyone. So I'll just try and quickly move on to the next few ones, and we'll try and keep these the next watches. We'll try and do a quick overview on them. All right, so let's look at this color next, and I'll try and open a few others at the same time. So this here is the black. This again is one of my preferred color options. Same thing on the back. I'm going to try and open one of these and see what the movement is on the inside. I'm assuming it's a 2813 because it'll make the most sense to use those movements on them, knowing that how robust those things are. I'd probably go with using them as well. This should look pretty good on a black strap. And as I mentioned earlier, we will get black straps or the color matching straps. So the straps are going to match the color that's on the outside with these things. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This here is the green. Now green, I think it doesn't pop out as much on the video, but it actually is a fairly beautiful piece with the lime accents. So this should look good on its green strap as well. All right, so that's this guy. Let's quickly move on to the next color. So this is some version of the blue. Oh, didn't even know I was getting this color. So this is let's just call it the light blue. It actually looks pretty good. Yep, movement details are fairly detailed again. Let's zoom into the dial again there. So we've got, yes, you can see the quality of the dial on the lighter dials more. So you can see those prints there, the detail that goes into this. And this is quite similar to the 15400s, those dials. I'm assuming they're using the same technology to print these that they're doing for those ones. All right, so moving further along, let's look at these. So this is one of the most requested colors. A lot of people asked me for this one, and in pictures I wasn't sure how good this will look, but yeah, it looks pretty good on hand. So if you put it on a colored strap, I think it actually will look pretty good. Fairly vibrant, this color. So compare it to that, so you see those stark changes. Again, show you the quality of the dial. So when you see these things going around, so the things to look for apparently is the definition of the hands, the printing on the dial, and on these, that's pretty good. Now looking at the last color, this is the pink, or looks pink. So let's see what's on the inside. Yep, so that's the light pink and the dark pink. Pretty cool as well. And that's the movement on the back. So yeah, so this is a quick introduction into these things. I'm sure I'm going to get better quality of these ones as well, but these by far, just on the face of it, are pretty good. I would probably wear these. I'm going to try and see if I can, towards the end of the video, add a snippet of the other one, the cheaper ones that I had, to show you the quality. But if I don't, then these are this will be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe. Subscription obviously helps make me motivate to make these videos. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out on Instagram. That's Premium Watches Reviews. And then I do have a website for itgiftsau.com, and my details will be there. I'll stop putting my WhatsApp number at the end of these videos because I get bombarded with way too many questions. Happy to help. Do reach out, and if you want and I do have worldwide shipping available at TD prices, quite similar to all bigger known TDs. So happy to help you with that. The process is quite similar as well. So thank you again. I will see you in the next one.